and you're here on a theft enhanced. And how old are you?
43.
I mean, you're old enough to know better. It's not like you're 20 or you're 19 and you have peer pressure. Court is calling 2023 CR 5382B, State of Texas versus Elsa Morales. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Glenn Payne for defense.
And are you Miss Morales?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you entered a plea on August 14th. You entered a plea of guilty, applied for deferred adjudication. The state is asking that your punishment be assessed at 1 year in the state jail facility. They're remaining silent on your recommendations and they're taking certain cases into consideration. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
You know, there actually wasn't a PSI created in this court. You asked to reset. We asked for the PSI to get the letter, then you just wanted to see the criminal history.
Yes. So is there criminal history available for the court? All right, the court has reviewed the criminal history. Defense, do you have any witnesses?
You have no witnesses. Like I said, we just have one support letter on behalf of Ms. Morales. It's her daughter, stating how she helped, that Ms. Morales helps take care of children. And she was working as a home health care. Also supplied money for the family. We're gonna ask that the court grant her probation in this case. And let her continue support of her family.
All right, Ms. Morales, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Elsa Mireles.
All right, why are you stealing?
That was a bad choice. I wasn't thinking.
Why are you involving a child in theft? Because it says that this was the MO, go to the store, put things in a cart, and then have a child push the cart outside. So you're basically unwittingly making a child a criminal. Why are you doing that? I mean, your attorney was not there, so he can't answer this question. You did it. You took a child in Target, or as we say, Target. You took a child there, loaded things in a basket, and for that child to know to just push that cart towards all points of sale tells me that somebody told that child, this is what's going to go down. We're going to go in, we're going to put items in this cart, and you just keep pushing it. So why?
I have no words for that.
Yes. And how old was the child that you all involved in your criminal activity who now thinks it's okay to engage in criminal activity?
5 years old.
All right. So you took a 5-year-old. And what day of the week was this? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what day?
I'm not sure.
Right. Was it a school day?
No, I'm not too sure.
All right. So you take this 5-year-old, walk me through it. So the 5-year-old is pushing the cart out and obviously police are called, right?
Right.
And did they speak to the 5-year-old? What is the 5-year-old thinking? Do you know? I know somebody will probably object to speculation, but I just want to know, what was the 5-year-old doing when police are there? I'm assuming you all were placed in handcuffs.
I was already in the car. It was with his mother.
Mhm. All right. So it was you and his mother who was stealing. Is that what you're saying?
We were already out and the mom told him to leave it there and he did it.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Somebody else helped the little boy push it out.
All right. So someone helped the little boy push the cart out after you all were committing a theft from Target. And what items were you all taking?
It was stuff for the kids.
No. Don't put this on the children. What items were you taking?
Toys.
And what else?
It was clothing.
So you're teaching children that in order to get things, they should steal. That's what you're teaching. And you left out to the tune of $553.69. So how full was the cart that you were taking out?
It was full.
All right. And then now I've received this letter where you took a child to help you steal, and somebody is saying that you're taking care of children and you're a home health care provider. I don't allow people in this courtroom who are on probation to be home health care providers. And who are you providing health to? Is this a relative?
No,
So I don't know how you're able to take care of children and be a home health care provider.
those are my kids that I take care of.
Mhm. I don't think you're a good candidate for probation because it appears that your background is littered with theft cases and you're here on a theft enhanced. And how old are you?
43.
I mean, you're old enough to know better. It's not like you're 20 or you're 19 and you have peer pressure. So again, tell me, why are you stealing? It says here that you have a job, that you can pay for things. I don't
I didn't
understand
have
the
a job
stealing.
at that time, Your Honor, but that doesn't excuse for it.
I'm sorry, what?
I didn't have a job at that time, but that doesn't excuse. for it.
And it certainly doesn't excuse involving a 5-year-old in your criminal activity. So again, why should I give you probation? The state is silent. Why should I give you probation?
Because I gotta take care of my kids. There's no fathers involved for my children.
Well, when you were using the 5-year-old to steal items, were you thinking about, who's going to take care of my children if I am at the Bexar County Jail? Were you thinking about that?
No, Your Honor.
And if something would have ended up happening, sometimes when people go to places and they steal, sometimes people end up getting shot. If that 5-year-old would have been shot, you know what would have ended up happening? You would have been on somebody's news, boo-hooing and crying about how it's unfair that your child was shot. So what am I supposed to do about this? You won't stop stealing.
I will, Your Honor.
No, did you say that to the last judge, that you were going to stop stealing? How many times in your lifetime on this planet, as a 41-year-old, have you had criminal cases for stealing? Now, mind you, name them all because I've read the report.
Like, I believe 5 cases.
And you have not learned anything from that. What you've learned, obviously, is to continue to steal and start this idea where you take a child in with you, you put items in a cart and you just have them pushing it out. In my mind, I can imagine this 5-year-old, because when you see children pushing carts, they're not even old enough to stand and look over the cart. They're just struggling, barely pushing it. And I'm always thinking to myself, why doesn't a parent help that child push their cart?
Your Honor, we told him to leave it there and he continued pushing it out. That's when the other 2 people helped him.
Oh, so now you're saying
Yeah, that's what we did.
you did not include him in your criminal enterprise.
We told him to leave it there and the other 2 people, random people, helped him.
Oh, so this is not a theft case. You were not intending to have him steal. Is that what you're telling the court?
That's what happened.
No. Are you telling the court that this was not a criminal enterprise, that you or somebody loaded a cart at Target with items, the 5-year-old was pushing it, and you're continuing putting items in a cart totaling over $500. And then as he's pushing the cart past points of sale, you're telling him, oh, just leave that there. Maybe you're telling him, we don't have money for that. We just loaded up the cart for some unknown reason and we have no money for that. Is that what you're telling the court? If not, let me know. I mean, I wasn't there. State wasn't there. Your counsel wasn't there. I'm just trying to figure out if that's what you're telling me. If that's not what you're telling me, say, Judge, no, that's not what I'm telling you. I'm not going to take that as a sign of disrespect. Okay. So are you telling the court that you all loaded up a cart of items at Target? The 5-year-old is pushing the cart and you're telling the 5-year-old, leave the cart there. We don't have any money for these items. And your intent was just to walk out. Is that what you're telling the court?
To walk out without the stuff, like to leave the stuff there.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Judge, with this testimony elicited from my client at this time, I think we need to ask the court to withdraw her plea.
All right, that'll be denied. All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to find you guilty Court is going to sentence you to 1 year in the state jail facility. Give you credit for any time served. Take in consideration GJ 812055, JN number 2127782. Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, I did.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you. Do not steal, do not take what does not belong to you, and do not involve children in your enterprise. All right, everyone, make sure you keep your voices down, please. Court is calling 2020 CR 2517, State of Texas versus Humberto Chavez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Gearhan, Your Honor.
Your fence?
Adrian Pettis.
And are you Mr. Chavez?
And Your Honor.
All right, I'm showing you what's entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Are you the same Humberto Chavez who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 2517 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 less than? All right, does anyone want to make a oral motion to the motion to revoke?
Yes, Your Honor. Oral motion to change the verbiage states possession of controlled substance penalty group 1 less than 1. It says group. We're asking for less than 1 gram. No objections.
All right. So are you the same? All right. Are you the same Humberto Chavez who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 2517 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 less than 1 gram on June 6, 2023 for a term of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 1 on or about the 25th day of August 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Humberto Chavez, committed the offense of evade, arrest, or detention in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor. Your Honor, we'll waive the remaining violated conditions.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $1,000 fine?
I understand, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, everyone, just one moment. Can you mute us, please? I'm sorry about that. It's usually those are medical appointments, so I need to answer them because they're medical appointments for people in my family, okay? All right, so did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $1,000 fine?
I understand, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there an agreement?
There is, Your Honor.
And what is the agreement?
The agreement is to adjudicate guilt, revoke the individual office probation, sentence him to 180 days in the Bexar County, I'm sorry, not the Bexar County, the state jail facility. And also the state will take into consideration the 2 new number 1s, cross numbers 715.
Everyone, please whisper.
715-748 and 715-749. Your Honor.
All right, is that the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Chavez, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
I am, Your Honor.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, the court will follow your agreement, sentence you to 1 year in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served, take in consideration 715-748 and 715-749.
Your Honor, our agreement was for 180 days.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That is.
Yeah, I was just seeing if people were paying attention. All right, I'll follow your agreement to 180 days in the state jail facility. Mr. Chavez, you do have, it appears that you have a drug or alcohol problem. If you would like, I could refer you to the therapeutic community. Whether they place you in the program or not is completely up to them. I don't have any jurisdiction over that. However, if you were placed in the therapeutic community, it will not extend your 180 days. So would you prefer that or no?
No, Your Honor, actually, I could just be done with.
All right. So here's the thing. If you don't get your life together, you're going to be back right here with another drug case. Do you understand?
I understand, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
I did, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Chavez, I remember you, and I will tell you what is happening with your face. That has gotten bigger than it was the last time you were here. You need to go see a doctor and have that looked at. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
God bless you. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Elsa Morales. Court is calling 2022 CR 6145, State of Texas versus Luis Francisco Cordero. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar from the state of Texas.
Defense?
Robert Gowan for the defendant.
Are you Mr. Cordero? Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications in this case?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Cordero, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Do you understand it, Mr. Cordero? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Mr. Cordero, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of fraudulent use or possession of identifying information, 5 items or less, as a state jail felony? The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Your Honor, it was supposed to be on the burglary of the building. Unless the paperwork
I
is
have the
correct.
wrong paperwork.
Is the paperwork-
I
Right.
received a 6145.
All righty. Let me see. Yeah, this says 6145 on here. So if y'all want to change that number, and you're proceeding on 2020 CR 3591.
That's correct, Judge.
Okay, that's no problem. It happens. Can I have a file stamp, please? Oh, no, I just need a file stamp. Yeah, we're good.
I just would like to get in,
No problem. It happens.
I just guarantee you I'll probably just read the first one.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So did you understand you're charged with the offense of burglary of a building? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Cordero, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to. The court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulations. No, just 1 second. I'm reviewing the paperwork and there's an issue with the paperwork. Everyone, just give me a moment, please.
Sure.
Okay, we are back. Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 12 months in the state jail facility. There are no applications. State will take into consideration 2022 CR 6145. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No motions, Judge.
Then to the offense as charged in the indictment of burglary of a building, how do you plead? Guilty?
No
Not
contest.
guilty or no contest?
No content.
State, any evidence?
State offers exhibit 1, no contents.
They have been reviewed by counsel, Judge, no objection.
Mr. Cordero, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we just ask that you follow the plea bargain agreement and assess credit for all time served.
All right. Then the court will follow your agreement. The court will sentence you to 12 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served, take in consideration 2022 CR 6145. Going to show you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. Do not steal anymore. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
No.
Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
you're welcome. It's calling 2022 CR 0686, State of Texas versus John Carlo Cisneros Armstrong. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
And Brian
Defense.
Powers for Mr. Armstrong, Your Honor.
And are you John Carlos Cisneros Armstrong?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you were placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 0686 for the offense of aggravated sexual assault on June 14th, 2022 for a term of 8 years. Is that you,
Yes, Your Honor.
state?
This is-
Oh, I'm sorry. Off the record. This was reduced to attempted and it's not listed in the motion to revoke as attempted.
And we will stipulate to the attempted, Your Honor.
All right, so I will reread. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of conditions 1 and 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violations, conditions 1 and 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violations 1 and 1 true. Is there an agreement?
There is, Your Honor. The defendant has agreed to state ISF, Judge.
And that is the agreement, Your Honor.
Is this just state IS cognitive?
It is, Judge. We checked a couple of days ago, I believe it would be a 40-day wait inpatient and I believe a 90-day inpatient after that. So he's aware that he's looking at a commitment of 130 days.
All right. And is he eligible for state ISF?
Your Honor, he will be. I forgot to mention. He pled true to these 2 violations. But with the state is going to TIC the underlying.
All right. And what are the cause numbers?
You
You can cover them.
I've got them for you, Hank.
Oh, thanks.
Your Honor, one of them is 714734.
Mhm.
The other one is 714735. They were both out of the same incident.
All right. The court will find violations of 1 and 1 true. Probation, are you in agreement with this recommendation? All right. The court will deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to include state ISF cognitive, take in consideration 714-734 and 714-735. Mr. Armstrong, is there anything else you need from the court so you can obey the rules and be a productive citizen?
May I speak on his behalf, Your Honor? He
No,
was,
I want to know if there's anything else he needs.
Oh, yeah, there's one thing, Your Honor. It's
Yes.
just if I may be able to attend church again.
Oh, no, we're not even at that point. We're at the point where you're on deferred adjudication. You're looking at 20 years in prison and you picked up 2 number ones. So what I'm trying to figure out is what is your thought process that you're not thinking and it's not at the forefront of your mind that you could be doing 20 years in prison? I'm sure your attorney has spoken to you about this. I don't take any joy or pleasure in sending the people to prison. When I place people on probation, I'm hoping that they're going to be successful. I want them to be successful. I want them to turn their life around. I don't want them to come back before me unless they're coming back before me to say, I've learned a lot. You'll never see me again for this. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm talking about in terms of that. Is there anything else you need from the court?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then I'll sentence you to state ISF cognitive, taking consideration 714-734 and 714-735. Once you're released from state ISF, you need to immediately contact your probation officer. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record from here on out. Everything that you do, you need to ask yourself 2 questions. 1, is this something that could potentially result in me going to prison for 20 years? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If the answer is maybe, don't do it. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. All right, court is calling 2021 CR 2277, State of Texas versus Juan Javier de Hoyos Garcia. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
defense?
Michael J. Sawyer, Your Honor.
And are you Juan Javier de Hoyos Garcia?
Yes, Your Honor.
Going to show you what's entitled motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision and First Amendment motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Did you review those with your attorney? Did you understand them?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Juan Javier de Hoyos Garcia who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 2277 for the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on July 7, 2021 for a term of 8 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violate condition number 1 on or about the 17th day of August 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Juan Javier de Hoyos Garcia, committed the offense of possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Sure, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we'll waive the remaining violated conditions.
Any objections?
None, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor, and that is adjudicate guilt and revoke the individual's community probation, sentence him to 8 years in sex partner corrections. The state will be taking into consideration the new number 1s associated with August 17, 2023, and we'll supply that to the court here shortly.
All right, is that the agreement, defense?
It is, Your Honor.
Mr. De Hoyos, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court will follow your agreement. The court will find violation of number 1 true as previously stated. The court will grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you to 8 years in the prison. There's an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon. There's to be no contact with Casey, Kasey Day. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Court will give you credit for any time served. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
Oh, yeah, covered it all. Thank you.
All right, and state, do you have those cost numbers?
I
Okay,
Still under nightmare, I believe, Your Honor.
all right. And the court will take into consideration the cause numbers related to the offenses that were committed on August 17th, 2023. And my understanding, those are 3 cases. Is that correct, State?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
All right. And if you'll come around, Ms. Victoria.
I'll do that. Slide through somewhere. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, Mr. De Hoyos, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And because this is a felony conviction, because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Mr. De Hoyos, you're gonna have to start making better decisions in your life. Otherwise, you're gonna end up in and out of prisons, in and out of Bexar County jails or somebody else's jail. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, don't go to prison and come back institutionalized. Go to prison and learn something and use what you learn. Educate yourself. Education is free at the prison. You understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Oh, let me just tell you, I just got an email from mental health court. They are full.
Yeah, he was told he's on a wait list.
Yes. So do you know where you are on the wait list?
No, they didn't say.
Okay, let's just find out where we are. I need the file. Yes. So are you taking all of your medications and everything?
They said they're gonna scribe it to me when I get there.
I'm sorry, what?
They're gonna scribe it to me when I get there.
When you get into mental health court? Ah. So I'm gonna need your help on this. Because there's a wait list, he's gonna be waiting to get things prescribed to him. So if you can talk with mental health court and if you can see if they can do something in the meantime, do like a stopgap. And what I'll do is I'll give you a reset.
I'll check with Michelle today, Judge, and find out.
Okay.
If they're gonna have him connected with services prior to entry.
All right. So did she go get the file or do they not have the file? Oh, okay. And so what I'll do, I'm gonna give you probably a reset in December. And I'll put us, are you employed?
Yes.
All right, what are your work schedule? What are your work days?
It's every day basically, but I just took off today.
Okay,
He works for a moving company.
all right. So is December 18th okay for you?
That's
I
fine.
imagine people move a lot during the holidays.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll let them know.
All right, because I can give you December 18th, or I can do it the week of December 11th.
Either way it goes.
All right.
I just let them know. They'll be-
18th probably better for me, Judge.
Okay, and are you able, could I get a reset form? And are you able to Zoom?
I can try off my phone.
If you want to work with him on that, that way he won't have to take off because it'll be for us to get an update on the mental health issue. And how do you pronounce your first name?
Jairus.
Jairus, okay. So if you're able to appear by Zoom, that's fine. If you cannot appear by Zoom, just let the court know.
Okay.
And counsel, I do believe this is the case where squeaky wheel probably will get them all. So,
Usually works, Your Honor.
and then after that, you are excused.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. No warrant? Was one ever issued? Was one ever issued in May?
There was one here, issue judge, not on this case. Not on the one on 2432.
All right, because I have on May 15th, 2023, on the docket sheet, that he was a no-show at 10:17 a.m. and a judge's warrant was to be issued.
First setting.
No, first setting was May 1st. That was when an offer was tendered. And then the plea deadline date was May 15th. You're Miguel Maldonado?
Yes, ma'am.
It says that he made bond on 8/30/2023.
Ah, okay.
That's when I hired you, remember?
Must mean,
That's when I fired my counsel and I hired you.
that
All
makes
right.
sense, Judge.
Well,
Fine
I
for
guess
setting.
they're saying that you made bond. When did you say?
August 30th.
Oh, so you made bond after the warrant was issued. Okay. I just wanted to make sure when I say a judge's warrant that it be issued. All right. So where are we on this case?
Judge, we were just informed a little less than 5 minutes ago, there is a sealed family violence case that is pending. I spoke to family violence. They have not yet reached out to the victim. But our hope is that we can wrap both of the cases together as well as the pending misdemeanor.
All right. Family violence. When are you going to have this case?
I'm looking into it, Judge, hopefully as soon as we can.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on this case, put this at the end of November. All right, so we're gonna come back on November 30th. And
I-
state,
I do apologize, Judge. I'm gonna be in Hayes County that day. And I hate having to try to come back and
are
forth.
you here on the 27th,
Houston,
28th?
yep.
All right, Nora, put this on November 28th. All right, and November 28th will be your plea deadline date. State, family violence, you'll need to confer off docket with him to get him an offer.
Yes, Judge.
All right, is there anything else?
No, Judge.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused. And why were you late?
Oh, it's because I was downstairs in misdemeanor court.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
all right. Your attorney is correct. Make sure you come up here first. This is
I
felony
didn't know,
court.
ma'am, because I got a message to go to that court, ma'am.
Okay,
My system automatically sends the messages, but it sends two, and it didn't look different to him. He just thought it was double.
all right. All right, thank you.